Yeah.
thin, so it does,
I'm like,
it's
oh,
hard
this
to
is, this is
yeah.
almost as good as my Sharpie collection. I love these. Makes me happy when I get a new pack.
Playground Project by Jack H., Will G., Jack Mock, and Bryce Helms.
So our mission is we want to create a playground for everybody, not just little kids, because a lot of playgrounds we go to are only for little kids.
The overall design of the park will have a little kids area by the Lost Lake building, because that's just where we think we'll put this. And the main playground will be like in the middle of the area there, and then you'll have like a wheelchair or a specialized area for people with like disabilities that they can go to and play by the road. And then pieces of the main park, we will have lots of monkey bars, lots of swings, lots of slides, and we'll have a merry-go-round because not many parks have those anymore. And I think that's all on that slide. Pieces of the specialized park will include a ramp for wheelchairs that they can go up and over. Then we'll have monkey bars that are low enough for people in wheelchairs, and we'll have a sit-down zip line that anyone can go in. And then the little kids area will just be a place that's already put together, and it's just small for really little kids so they can play on them too.
And we'll have our advertisement. We have a poster that will hang up. We'll have bigger posters. It has just some of the information on it, and we have a commercial. So the cost is, we think it's going to be about $35,000 for all the playground equipment. We think it's going to be $65,000 for the workers and then the equipment that they need to build the playground. And so we think it's going to be about $100,000 total. And we researched for the playground equipment, we researched like tube slides, rock climbing walls. We researched all that stuff to see what the prices were. That's where we got our prices.
And over time, will we pay for the cost of the park by doing having an entrance fee of $3. We'll have a yearly pass of $30 for a person or $90 for a family. And then we'd also have concessions located at the park.
Now, obviously, there's going to be dangers, so we'll have a protocol for all the rules. People could get hurt, but we'll have a first aid stand where someone's going to be working there. So if someone scratch themselves on playground equipment, obviously we'd do stuff. We'd close that little area down so we could fix it, and they could get a bandage or something like that. And if they got a wood chip stuck in themselves or something, there'd be someone professional doing it to help them. Any questions?
Is your projected revenue enough to cover projected expense?
We think so. After looking at all the information we could find on it, we think that over time it should be enough. Get it?
And then it'll go back to the community so we can have stuff. So the profit out of it, there's obviously going to be a profit for the town, and then you can donate to the food shelf and stuff like that.
thought of the continual cost of employees at your concession stands or the first aid stations, how much that would cost it?
Yeah, we've have what we're gonna pay the employees per hours, and we think what we're gonna do. We're still deciding if this actually became a thing. We are still deciding if they were gonna be paid employees at concessions or volunteers.
So this is kind of a city run park, is that what it is? And so you'd be using the city land, and did you check with the city for that, or would you buy the land?
We were gonna hopefully go with the city, but we have not checked with the city quite yet.
Did you, as part of your search, look at other locations?
We've thought about other areas, but we wanted to put it in the Lost Lake downtown kind of area, because then if you're going to the grocery store, going to get ice cream, then you can just go play on the playground.
And the reason I always ask that is that one of the things early in a search or a project, you wanna find out what's happening, who owns it, is the property available? Are there things in place? In this case, that property was purchased
Yeah.
many, many years ago for redevelopment purposes.
The city,
Yep.
the city wants to build condos there, and recently the city of Mound and Minnetrista, that kind of area, has been building like condos by Super America, by right next door school. So our goal was to kind of keep it outdoors, and so yeah.
Thank you.
So you can run this, you can't run this year round, can you?
I think if there's, what did we decide on? If there was like 6 inches of snow or something?
No, if there's too much snow, we haven't decided the actual amount, then the park will be closed. But depending on if there's like not that much, and in the past years there hasn't been that much usually, then the park will stay open, with some areas that, like some of the specialized park would be closed off.
And our hours, I forgot to say this, would be 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
So then you have to have lights for when it gets dark?
I think what we would do, as it got darker earlier, the hours would shorten, because, and during the school year, the hours would be shorter because kids are at school, and it gets dark out earlier, and it's not light out in the morning, so the hours would be shorter.
Did you guys all decide to wear Vikings garb today?
Yeah.
It's
a good
nice
touch,
because
isn't
it gives a nice cohesive look to your group, gives you a sense of polish, and if you were in a meeting with other groups, we'd know that you guys were all with the project, the playground project group, so it's a nice touch.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
One of the things that I appreciate about what your group figured out is, I had given you the recommendation early on to come up with some playground equipment for kids with disabilities. And I'm really glad that you showed pictures of what that can look like, because I have a really good friend of mine who is in Washington State who's trying to get a park built for her student or for her child with disabilities that can't engage in normal park-like activities. So I do want to say thank you for pushing forward with that and looking at some alternative options to be in parks rather than just the standard playground equipment. So
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of thought out beyond just the park. You were talking about what happens if somebody gets hurt, what are you gonna do with your volunteers, what do you do with your money, and it's a well-researched project.